Welcome to Seattle, the Emerald City. We're going to show you what really makes this city tick. When you visit Seattle, there's no better place to start than the Space Needle.
We were built 53 years ago for the 1962 World's Fair. We were the centerpiece. We were the tallest building west of the Mississippi at that point, and now we're only the tallest building here in Seattle 53 years later. We service about 1.2 million people a year. It still represents a lot of things: technology, futuristic thinking, science. And so what's great is that we've continued to make improvements to the structure all along the way. We don't ever want to get complacent and have people just stick with the view. The view's phenomenal, but we want to make sure that we're introducing things that keep them entertained. What's great about the Space Needle and what the city has done is you're not allowed to build too close to us or build buildings that are too close that would obstruct our view. So here it is 53 years later. We talked about some of the growth in all the buildings downtown, but you'll notice we're not getting encroached upon. It's one of those things where if you have visitors coming in from out of town, where you take them for the best views, you take them to the Space Needle.
The Space Needle not only represents the cultural and technological center of Seattle, but the restaurant at the top is also dang good. Sky City is a rotating restaurant with some awesome cuisine and a killer view.
We're here at Chihuly Garden and Glass. We've been open for about 3.5 years, but we really are here to celebrate about Dale Chihuly's work in art. You'll have interior galleries where we really highlight the most significant series and installations of Dale's career, and that's really unique, and it really gets you to this place where you come outside and see this whole other side of his artwork and see this glass house, which is the only one that you can see anywhere in the world. It was really a lifelong dream of his to build a glass house, and when this project started, that really became something that we could do here.
These awesome glass sculptures, right under the shadow of the Space Needle, show the creativity that's still all over this city.
Here at Seattle Center campus, where you have everything from the ballet to the symphony to the Experience Music Project and the Pacific Science Center, and all these things that I think this space that was left behind from the World's Fair became this place where the arts sort of took over.
In a beautiful building designed by architect Frank Gehry, not far from the Chihuly Garden and Glass, is Seattle's EMP Museum.
Well, EMP opened in 2000, and it originated as a music museum. The inspiration was really Jimi Hendrix. But then after a couple of years, the founder decided, well, you know, we should really broaden our scope a little bit to appeal to a wider audience. And so we decided to do all kinds of rock music, all kinds of pop culture. And so today we have exhibits about music, but then we also have content that focuses on science fiction, fantasy films, horror movies, video games, all kinds of great stuff that fans are really into.
Seattle is famous for its music scene. It's more than just grunge. Seattle is home to Nirvana and Pearl Jam, but also Jimi Hendrix, Death Cab for Cutie, and even Macklemore. There's been a bit of everything. The historic Paramount Theater has been there through it all as a music venue and community center for the arts.
This theater opened in the 1920s. What was it originally opened for?
Well, it was originally opened as a silent movie house back in 1928. And it's been through lots of different phases since the late 20s. We programmed this theater with the aim of being the people's theaters. So we have something here for everybody. Everything we do is about serving our mission, which is threefold: caring for the historic theater, producing education community programs, presenting or producing a wide variety of high-quality performing arts.
The creativity that inspires artists and musicians can also be seen in Seattle's food. The crew and I ate a lot on this trip. We stopped by Vula's Offshore Cafe for a huge Greek-inspired breakfast.
30 years ago was one grill, one little hood, no refrigeration, a small things, everything. And a small restaurant, very small restaurant. Come on, don't be afraid, come on. The people when they come here and eat, they're happy. Some people, they come from Tacoma, Portland, Lara from Canada.
Just to come eat here.
They come here to eat. They love food. They love this place. What we do, we make everything what we love to eat, and we serve the customers. If we don't like what we eat, we don't serve the customers.
The people at the Metropolitan Grill have that same attitude towards their food, the best steak in town.
I'm the biggest fan of the Met, and I truly believe, honestly believe that there's not a bad dish on here. There's nothing on this menu that I don't love. We've got a lot of really unique and interesting cuts, like the skirt steak on the American Wagyu plate. The long bone is a really fun display piece.
The forward-looking and optimistic view that led to the building of the Space Needle is still very much alive in Seattle today. Food, music, and the arts make Seattle an amazing city to visit.
There's so much about Seattle that's unique. I think that the people make it unique. The fact that we have such a vibrant tech industry, the fact that we have such a great music scene. It's just a wonderfully smart, creative, vibrant community, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
There's something unbelievable here. It's hard to put your finger on.
It just has a great energy, and I think you'll see that throughout the city.
I'm a Seattle native, born and raised here, and it just continues to grow up. There are just so many industries here. It's just a great place to live.